Punch the sky, Spaceman Joe. Yeah. Brr. Tier 1, crazy head. Okay, let's go.
We'll talk about this after the news, everyone. Paranormal news here on Werewolf Radar. We're not talking about dry skin and the jar Jordan lied about and the Guinness Book of World's Record fraud
start a jar
that we're doing. We're talking about something insane. I have a mad scientist story for us.
Yeah, because that thing we just mentioned was perfectly sane.
And I'm also Roger, joined by Jordan and Nate. And if you like what we do, give us a 5-star review before we get started, wherever you're listening this to. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe and like button and the bell thingy bobber.
Yes, hit the bell. You know you want to hit that bell.
That's how you get notified.
But you hit it.
So let's go into the mad scientist research being done. I couldn't find anything really interesting paranormal. There was a Bigfoot footprint photographed that was definitely a fake, as Bigfoot only has 2 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And the tracks would have had other tracks around them in the mud.
Okay, fair. So wait, Bigfoot had multiple feet?
It should. I mean, the tracks that are in the news.
I guess 2 is multiple.
The tracks in the news are a single foot in the mud.
Okay, so oh boy, some sort of hopping.
So if it's real, it's wrong for me to call them a hoax. But yes, Jordan, indeed, a hopping foot.
A hopping foot, which is fucking terrifying.
And it hops.
Be a tragic tale of a Bigfoot that got
this is true.
And it hops.
Trapped in something at some point and had to leave it behind.
Could be. That's a very good point. A hopping Bigfoot because it got stuck in a bear trap, and now there's a bear hunter.
One of your cruel traps, man. The most dangerous cryptid of all.
But this week I have something even crazier. So scientists are making VR glasses for mice.
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
And they're using it so they can feel what it's like to be attacked by a bird. Not the scientist making the mouse feel what it's like to be attacked by a bird.
Wow. So they couldn't find a bird anywhere, huh? They're like, we need to simulate it.
I mean, what are they getting out of this if they're not transferring that to their own brain to see what it's like to be attacked by a bird?
They're just seeing what VR can do.
Boy,
we'll go into the science, of course, but it's the most mad scientist shit I've heard in some time from just the normal world.
We know what VR can do. We've all seen Lawnmower Man.
Poor fucking mice, huh? Just mice are just getting it from every angle when it comes to science.
This article's from Tom Akers, a technology reporter, and it is from
strap the
news.
VR helmet on them. They're like, all right, I get to play that Rick and Morty game. Maybe I'll do some Skyrim VR. Nope. Fight or flight bird attack simulator.
This is from
meanwhile some assholes going, well, I finally did the smallest VR glasses made ever.
As I suspected, it's terrified.
I can finally torture this mouse in front of the PETA protesters.
At last.
I could have put this in its brain, but no, I wanted it just to see.
Jeez. So this is from sky.com, and it goes on as such. So dubbed the Miniature Rodent Stereo Illumination VR, or immersive for short.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
The headgear.
Feels like a stretch.
The headgear is made up of 2 lenses and 2 screens split between both eyes to give the rodents an immersive 3D picture. Very similar to VR for humans, the mice cannot see the outside world and are made to feel as if they're somewhere else. There's just like people blowing wind in the mouse's face as it's wearing the goggles. Someone's bringing like fresh grass.
Yeah,
like you're
like
in the field, grass or
it's
mouse.
Like they're on the Minions ride at Universal Studios.
But unlike the headsets we might wear, which wrap around our heads, those perch in front of the mouse's face. I can only assume that's because of how mice are built differently than humans, with the longer nose and such. The researchers from Northwestern University in Illinois said that by simulating a mouse's natural environment, they'd achieve greater understanding of their behavior.
What is a mouse's natural environment?
What do we not know about their behavior?
Whether or not they want to fight the eagle.
Is a mouse's natural environment a hole in the wall of a house? Oh, no, it's cheese. They live in cheese, right?
No, they eat cheese. I don't care what the mouse trapping guides say. Mice love cheese. Why would cartoons lie to me?
Yeah. Cartoons have never lied to us before.
Until now, such efforts have been limited to flat screens that simply surround the mouse.
Dude, that also sounds terrifying.
The whole thing is insane.
These screens cannot convey 3D depth, and the mice can still see parts of the laboratory by peeking through.
Yeah, because they're fucking mice. They get everywhere.
They do get everywhere, man.
That's kind of their whole thing.
I had to close a gap that was like this large to keep the mice out of my apartment. And I'm like, how the fuck are you squeezing into this shit? And then I learned mice don't have bones. They're just like cats.
No, they have bones. They got bones in there.
Then they're squishy
nobody
bones.
knows where they are. Yeah, no, I think they can like flatten out their rib cages and stuff and kind of turn into liquid.
So the study lead, Daniel Dombeck, said the goggles help them engage the environment in a more natural way.
Yeah, also known as the Mice Lord, Batman's arch nemesis, Mousekeeper.
Another advantage, researchers said,
is that Mousekeeper too.
Yeah.
So the biggest reason why they like this new approach to torturing mice is because they can simulate aerial threats instead of just horizontal threats, threats on their own level.
Poor fucking guys.
Researchers projected a dark expanding disc on top of the goggles and the top of the mice's field of view.
I thought for sure you were going to say a dark expanding disc on their souls.
Upon noticing the disc, they ran faster on the treadmill used during the test or froze. Both of which
have to be on a treadmill.
It's so this type of shit is so funny to me when they're like, we did an incredibly just advanced, costly experiment to see what would happen if we made a mouse think that it was getting attacked by an eagle. And guess what? It was fucking terrified. It shit its pants. It looked like an idiot. It was screaming. We're going to put it on the internet. I can't believe it. It was scared. Can you believe that?
Science. And that's what they said. They said
However, we did not cover the fact that some of the mice became tailors, creating pants to shit.
What if they're looking for like a chosen mouse? What if they put one mouse in there and it like fucking goes full Neo and like just freezes the bird with its palm in midair and like crushes it?
The scientists are just looking at the computer. They're all like, something's changing the code, sir.
Oh, he's a neuromancer.
A sci-fi Redwall situation.
So the mouse, they said, either ran faster or froze.
What?
Both of which are common responses to overhead threats.
Yeah. Oh. Science.
They were going for a slam dunk, I think. And they were just going for like, let's get a result we're sure of, let's scare the shit out of a mouse.
Yeah. I think somebody just wanted to build a tiny VR helmet is what happened. And they were
I bet I can build it smaller than anyone has dreamed.
I'll tell you something. I'm going to fucking be kicking some mouse ass in fucking VR Call of Duty.
So we had some fun. Let's throw some twist on it. All right.
Okay.
Study co-author John Issa said the team would also like to simulate scenarios where the mouse is the predator.
We're going to equip it with active camouflage and a shoulder mounted laser cannon, and we're going to set it after Arnold Schwarzenegger.
But that's actually kind of interesting.
They said they could watch brain activity while it chases a fly.
Yeah, what would happen?
Oh no, I want the mouse to be fighting the bird.
yeah. I want the mouse to be saddled with unimaginable power. Let's see how it deals with that.
Overall, the researchers found the brains of goggle-wearing, treadmill-running mice were activated very similarly to free animals.
Oh, fun.
They also learned more quickly and were better at completing tasks, like finding rewards in a simulated maze. They're putting everything in this fucking VR goggle.
They're really, really fucking with these mice, aren't they?
Mr. Dombeck hopes the goggles open the door into further research as they are relatively inexpensive and require
Mr. Dombeck.
And they require less laboratory setups than screen-based alternatives.
So relatively inexpensive means like, oh, it's just about $10,000 per mouse.
And I got these 50 mouse. All of them need goggles if I'm going to run a Fortnite game with them.
Now that I would watch. I would watch that Twitch channel.
I mean,
maybe that's what they mean by making the mice the predator.
But yeah, let's push this shit farther. Let's see if 50 mice can beat Pokemon.
If they do that, I would watch it all day. Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see these little bastards write Shakespeare, huh?
Put them in front of a virtual typewriter and let them go.
More importantly, let's see these mice take down all those fucking 8-year-olds in Fortnite.
Yeah.
Who consistently crush.
Listen, every adult who's enjoyed first-person shooters who now feels they're too old and slow to compete on the world market with all these quick kids. Let's put our dollars together, all 5 of them. Let's empty out our bank accounts and put it in a pool to design a system where we get 50 mice wearing VR to just dominate Fortnite until all these kids quit.
Let's all go in. Let's pitch in on a combat mouse, huh? I
just
think we
one?
can all afford. Yeah, we'll call him El Gallo Diablo.
Well, that's the news and future Kickstarter of Werewolf Radar.
Hell yeah.
One Diablo de Gallo.
And one hive mind cyborg first person shooter mouse.
Yeah.
And I guess wrap it up with the promos. If you like what we do, check us out on various socials. We're not really active there, but it's a good way to keep up with new episodes and the whatnot. If you want to follow some of the links on our YouTube, we have a Discord where we're actually active more so on. We're sharing the stuffs, the newses, the articles we read from on the episodes, various secrets, various things like that. We also have a Twitch channel where we play games and D&D on. Just Google Werewolf Radar. You'll find stuff. We also have a Patreon, patreon.com/Werewolf Radar, where you can sign up to be a Dark Council member and get awesome paranormal extras. We're making new merch for 2024 and it's awesome.
Pretty pumped.
Jordan's working on the Space Gal Jill stuff, but it's going to take a while for that just because
I'm trying to figure out the just the metrics of buxomness.
It's complicated.
Trying to crack the buxom quotient.
There's math involved. It takes us a moment. The calculators we're using are not big enough for what our ideas have. Big boobs. But if you really the big
I have a Jim Lee branded calculator from 1991 I can send you.
Yeah, send that my way.
Let's do it. All right. But truly the best way to support us if you want is just to give us a 5-star review wherever you can. Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Is that what they're called now? Whatever you Apple people listen to. Stitcher, most of them have rating systems. Give us 5 stars because you might think we eat food, but we really eat stars. And we're so hungry. We need 5 stars for each of us.
I'm so low on stars.
That's his secret. He just told you his secret. Give us 5 stars for him revealing his secret. And let's end with the super duper secret ultra super sign off line from one Dylan Gutierrez, Dark Council member extraordinaire. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3.
Suspect the void. Space person, whoever. Wow, I can see you reset.